You know, we've all been told that to get more done, we need to hustle, work harder, longer, faster. But what if the real secret to getting your best work done isn't about doing more, but about strategically doing less? That's the wild, counterintuitive idea we're diving into today.
So let me ask you, does this sound familiar? You've got a to-do list that's a mile long. Your calendar is just packed back to back, but at the end of the day, you have this nagging feeling that you're not actually making progress on the things that really, truly matter.
Well, if that hits home, you are definitely not alone. The truth is, we've been sold a kind of broken model of what productivity is. So today, we're going to flip that script completely on its head, with an approach that might sound a little crazy at first, but it's actually backed by a ton of science and history.
To break free, we've got to first understand what we're really up against. And that's what I call the productivity trap. It's this modern mindset that's just fueled by a culture that glorifies being on 24/7.
At the heart of it is the hustle myth. You know the one. It's that voice in our culture, in our heads, that tells us if you're not working, you're losing. That being busy is some kind of badge of honor.
But here's the thing, this myth, it comes with a really steep price. Constantly being in doing mode actually eats away at our creativity. It makes us worse at solving tough problems, and of course it leads straight to stress, burnout, and maybe the worst part of all, a complete loss of clarity on what we should even be doing in the first place.
Okay, so what's the alternative? What's the fix? Well, let's get into the solution. It's a really powerful strategy called the reverse productivity hack.
So what is it exactly? It's the deliberate and strategic scheduling of downtime. It's about seeing rest not as the absence of work or something you do only when you're totally exhausted, but as a critical, non-negotiable ingredient for your absolute best work.
And I have to be absolutely crystal clear on this one point. This is not about being lazy. This is not about procrastinating. This is an active, intentional strategy that you use to achieve incredible clarity and come up with your most innovative ideas.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it lays it all out. Look at the focus. Traditional productivity is all about relentless output, just churning stuff out. But reverse productivity, it's all about finding that profound clarity. The method shifts from just constant doing to a much more powerful strategic being. And the big one, the view of rest is totally transformed from being a sign of failure to being an absolutely critical input for success.
Okay, but this isn't just some nice feel-good theory, right? It's actually backed by hard science. So let's take a look at how our brains are literally wired to have their best ideas when we're not doing much at all. I mean, just think about some of the greatest aha moments in history. Archimedes shouting Eureka. He wasn't at his desk, he was in a bathtub. Isaac Newton didn't figure out gravity by staring at equations, he was chilling out under a tree. And this pattern continues today. Artists, scientists, CEOs, they all report that their biggest breakthroughs happen when they're on a walk, in the shower, or just letting their mind wander.
So why does this happen? What's the secret? Well, let me introduce you to a remarkable part of your brain. Think of it as your brain's hidden creative genius. It's called the default mode network. Here's how it works. When you're focusing hard on a task, your brain is like a spotlight, right? It's narrowly focused. But when you step away, when you're idle, that spotlight turns off and this amazing network lights up. It starts connecting all these different, seemingly random ideas from your past experiences. And that's it. That creative mashup is exactly where those game-changing aha moments are born.
All right, so we know why it works. We know our brain's best stuff happens in these moments of idleness. So the question is, how do we build more of them into our lives? Let's get into a super simple, actionable plan you can literally start using today. Here are 3 simple hacks. First, literally schedule white space into your calendar. Block out time that has zero agenda. Seriously, nothing. Second, take regular digital detoxes, even just for a few minutes. Put the phone away and let your brain actually rest. And third, and this one is huge, you have to reframe the guilt. You have to start seeing this idle time not as wasted time, but as a productive investment in your future self. Now, when you start doing this consistently, when you make it a real habit, the long-term results are, and I am not exaggerating, absolutely transformative. So let's talk about the real payoff here. This isn't just about feeling a little less tired. This is about achieving sustained peak performance, day in and day out. It's about becoming a consistent engine of innovation in whatever you do. And yeah, as a pretty great side effect, it also leads to radically less stress and a much, much deeper sense of well-being in your life. And this quote just nails the whole idea, doesn't it? It's such a powerful reminder that real progress, the big leaps forward, they aren't found by just running faster on the hamster wheel. They're found when we have the wisdom to step off and let our best ideas catch up to us.
So, I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. What breakthrough is sitting there just waiting for you on the other side of your next moment of strategic downtime? What could you unlock if you finally dared to do nothing?